Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about people who are noticing you. I do feel like you've gone through something of a glow up. There's this Nine of Rupees or Nine of Pentacles, which is kind of like this golden aura or this glow that people have been noticing about you. You're able to choose your own path, or things are working out well for you, even though there were some issues. So I think we have probably a case here where people have underestimated you, or they felt that you would struggle with the problems you faced or struggle to deal with the consequences. But instead, it's like nothing has thrown you off your square. You're acting like you know exactly what you need to do. And I think we've got a few people that are a little jealous of you. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hello, Lana. Hello, April. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Dana. How's it going? Hello, Bitchy Tata. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is information on how to become a member. We do have a members only live stream tomorrow for the stars and the towers. So I hope to see you there if you're a member. And thank you for getting me to 20,000 subscribers. That happened yesterday. Pretty excited about it. And we had just earlier today a giveaway for 2 personal readings. Lacey Fox and Louise Chambers, you've won, so make sure you email me. I should probably check my email, actually. They might have already. But with this reading, it's about you being a winner. You being this charming individual that has drawn a lot of attention or surprised people, because whatever difficulties or losses came your way, you found the strength to persevere or move forward. Ooh, there's the King of Wands stuck from the Egyptian tarot in there. King of Wands is bold energy. Thank you, April. Hello, Aunt Frost, how are you doing? Thank you, April Fools. I want to be a winner. Hello, Tiana. Thank you. How you doing? All right, this is the Tattoo Tarot. Wow, starting off with the Boss card, Emperor. So people see you standing on business, or taking action where you need to. We have the Page of Cups joining the Emperor. An offer in work, or things going better than expected in your work. Now, let's be honest, that Eight of Pentacles could be a reference to working on yourself, right? Maybe you've been in the gym. Maybe you've been changing how you eat. Maybe you're a happier person because you walked away from a relationship that wasn't really good for your health, right? Whatever changes you've had to make, or whatever opportunities you're chasing, your dedication to it is causing there to be like actual opportunities or progress or success. And with the Six of Wands in the reverse, people didn't think that you would be successful. They felt like maybe you were even a little bit delusional for some of you. Like, why do you think that you would get to do that? Why do you think that that would work out for you? So they were expecting this Ten of Wands. They were expecting you to drop out of school, or, not pass the bar, or not be able to start your own business. But they were wrong. Hello, Santiago. How you doing? Hello, Sarex. Yes, welcome. This is the OG format. You can see more of the room now. Oh, you're welcome, Lana. So the Emperor is clarified by the Empress in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse, Two of Wands. So maybe you had a public situation, or a lot of people were talking about a misstep or a mistake where, maybe I failed to do this, so I had a consequence, or I had to sell that business and start a new one, or, I dropped out of school and 20 years later, here I am trying to get that same degree. We have people who are looking at the past, or trying to define you based on something that maybe wasn't even within your control, and assuming that that would basically dictate whatever you try to do was probably not going to go well, And instead, they find that you've been very strategic and dedicated, and things are paying off for you. Nine of Pentacles. Comfortable. Independent. Hello, James. Hello, Bedlam. How's it going? I'm glad. Hello, Grindhard. What's going on? What's up, Lemonade? Yeah, it is Monday after all. Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Cups in the reverse with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So expecting you to lose what you had been pursuing or fail what you had been trying to achieve based on with the Six of Cups in the reverse, assuming that it would be too difficult for you to change your behavior or exhibit something differently, right? So maybe in high school basketball, you were like the All-American star, and then you didn't get the opportunity to play professional, and people feel like you're just always going to fail. It's like they're trying to assume that whatever was in your past is how you're always going to be. And then it's a matter of you find what actually is supposed to work out for you, and it goes swimmingly. Hey, Illuminati. Oh, I'm glad it's your day off, Reinhard. What else do we have? Nine of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. They saw you fumble or lose something you really wanted, something you've been working toward, and assumed that because you had gone through that disappointment that you would probably just be a disappointment of a person. Those are not my words. I would not say that about you. But this is definitely like an outsider looking in, like, oh, you're a joke. You'll always be a joke. Very judgmental, right? And then you turn around. Maybe they haven't seen you for a year. Maybe they haven't seen you for 5 years. And you're like, oh, hello. Yeah, the thing I was trying to do, I did it. I accomplished it. And they're shocked. Page of Cups. I feel like you've been dedicated over a period of time, but also probably not in contact with the people who've been judging you or the people who are like shocked by your glow up, right? You thought about things in a different way or had a new approach to an existing framework. And there were people who don't believe in change. There are people who think that you always have to do it the same way, right? Whatever approach you've taken or whatever you know you have skills in, there's a reason why you're successful. It's not just like you got lucky. You put in the hard work. 10 of Wands in the reverse. The Devil and the Hanged Man. Conversely, we have folks that have been judgmental or kind of derided or joked about you that are now feeling overwhelmed because they have been kind of coasting through life or living in fear. And while they expected you to be this cat who's caught up in their yarn, it is they who have been caught up in their own yarn. So, all the tables have turned, you know? I wouldn't necessarily say that, but like to them. But those who have judged harshly your potential are finding themselves in similar situations that they anticipated for you for lack of trying or fear. 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups. The Tower in the reverse. Remember, we had the Tower in the reverse at the beginning. Something did not deter you from going after what you wanted. If one thing didn't work out, you kept finding a new way in, right? To kind of make fun of myself, this person who's like, or people that have been judging you harshly, They would be like me in middle school when I tried out one time to be in a play and didn't make it and then decided that I would never act again. Very dramatic of me, right? For a non-actor. This is what I'm getting from the people who judge you. I tried something, it didn't work out, I never tried it again, whatever. Getting mad about it or fearful about it. You were like, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's try something different. You have a passion or you have a path you wanted to follow. You weren't going to just let some little criticism cause you to completely go a different direction or pivot, right? All right, let's get a few from the Love Oracle. Hey, Voyager, how's it going? I'm glad to hear that, Bethlehem. What else do we have? One day, someday, somewhere, another time. You had this faith that something would change for you, or that if you worked hard enough, you'd be able to get what you need. And I do feel like there's people here who are realizing the magic that you possess after they kind of mocked you for it. So admiration and respect, but maybe also somebody who's attracted. What else do we have? That's funny, Bethlehem. I like rum ham, but I suppose the rum diaries are good too, right? Oh, Santiago. Yes, it could. Very well. So we have abandoned, left out, walked away, cold, and conflict, clashing, differences, incompatibility. Ooh, okay. I'm getting it now. So we have a secret admirer who may have kept their feelings to themselves, or maybe even got a little involved with you and then ran away. But the reason they didn't pursue something with you or let it get serious is because of how people judged you or viewed you as a joke. You've come back, or people are being made aware of the changes that are happening in your life. Maybe it's because someone's talking about you, maybe because you're hitting it big, you're in the paper. But we have this realization, and I feel like it's a group, where people are seeing that what you said you were going to do, you literally did it. I just heard the kid from The Simpsons. Like, oh, you thought I was going to try that and then like fail miserably, but I did it. So maybe you like The Simpsons. I don't know. But there's someone who in particular within this group of people is feeling a little bit of a stab to the heart because they walked away from a love with you due to the judgments of other people in the community, due to their own pride, right? And now they're seeing that they chose poorly, that they still have feelings here, but they probably have zero chance with you. What you eating? Hello, Nawaji. How are you doing? Hello, Perry. What's happening? Depth, stress, and thinking. So now they understand your value. They minimized it as a group. They ridiculed it. And I do think that they caused some stress or like a hostile work environment or home environment. And now this person who has hidden their feelings for you over years, they're realizing how much they wish they had pursued you despite how everyone looked at you or judged you. I guess that's how it is, right? So, Salvador, you put a comment in my recent video that you claim me, and we're going to have a little chat right now about how that's not cool. I'm going to hide your comments permanently if you do not respect my boundaries. You do not claim me. You do not know me, okay? If you can respect that, you can remain a part of the collective. But I don't appreciate that, and I've asked you multiple times not to do that, okay? All right. Public service announcement. This is the Gypsy Oracle. We have falseness. I don't like that it's represented by a cat, but that's what they chose. Widower in the reverse. Thoughts. And friend in the reverse. For some of you, this may not have been romantic. It might have been like we were close friends and then you let everybody else's opinion create distance between us and we could no longer be friends. But someone lied about the reason, right? I don't want to tell you it's because I'm ashamed. I don't want to tell you it's because people don't like you. I'm going to make up a reason why there has to be distance between us. And then I'm going to think about it for a long time and regret what happened, right? I'm here because I want to giggle. Yeah. So we've got consolation and service in the reverse. So I do think there is a wheel of fortune that has changed, right? Somebody else felt like they were on top of the wheel of fortune when they were judging whoever this Eight of Pentacles Emperor energy is. The person who's been working and proving themselves was previously seen as like not good enough by a group of people, including this person who knew better, including this person who knew that the Emperor had like a pure heart, but they stopped being friends or stopped pursuing them or stopped loving them because they felt pressure from the outside or from the group. And now they're seeing this person again and feeling rather foolish for walking away from that friendship or romance that they had with this Emperor. We haven't gone with the character oracle in a while. Let's see what we get from that. Yes, thank you for liking the video. What else do we have? We have engineer, architect of solutions, engineering practice, problem solving, complex systems, technology, and reader, seeker of knowledge, knowledge pursuer, and explorer of information. This is what is coming through with that Eight of Pentacles energy that keeps showing up for you. If I don't know it, then I will learn it. If I can't do it, then I will look it up. I will ask someone for help, or I will give it a try and trial and error, right? But I'm going to find out how. It is this dedication to knowing how to do things or to work diligently towards a goal that means you've been able to be successful. It's the fear in other people or the pride that limited them in their own pursuit of success. So a little bit of karma being served up for multiple people today. Good and bad, right? But this is intelligent. You have a gift and you know how to apply it, or you're getting education to leverage that talent. And now I think it's becoming clear to people who doubted you that they just didn't understand you. Hello, Kingly Eagle. How are you doing? We have Ace of Wands in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. Mood in the reverse? Oh, I don't like any of that. Ugh. Well, I don't know how to pursue you. I still want you. I walked away from you. I didn't think you were good enough for me, and now I'm not good enough for you. This person's going to be angry. They're going to be pouty. They're going to act immaturely, or they're going to be very hot and cold. Their intuition is not something that they pay close attention to. They make decisions, can I say brashly? I think I can. I think I may. They don't have the best of intentions because they don't feel good enough. Why do they say you need to love yourself before you can actually love someone else? It's because then you don't act a fool in the romance, okay? You can come for me in the comments if you want. When you love yourself, you respect yourself. You have standards for yourself. You live by perhaps a set of rules for yourself that apply to respecting the other person in that relationship. But you also don't fall into codependent patterns easily. When you love yourself, as I believe you do, whoever I'm reading for, you will dedicate yourself to this pursuit. Other people will get distracted. They don't think they're good enough, or they don't see that that could potentially work out for them, or they're people pleasing and doing something that their parents told them they had to do, or whatever. There are people who are jealous of you, and there are people who feel like they need to ask you for favors or try to be like you. But this person who was a close friend or like an ex or love interest of yours, they're feeling like they can't admit that they have feelings for you, but they are tortured by them. This is someone who looks up to you, admires you, and feels inspired by you, but they don't know how to approach you, and it makes them go a little bit haywire. This person may be a little obsessed with you, but I don't know that they process that in a very healthy way, because they feel like they fumbled it, or they feel like they can't really fix it, whatever the problem is. Lovers in the reverse, Sun, and Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I didn't think it was a big deal to walk away from your friendship or your love. And now I realize just what a fool I was to trade it in, or to be so careless with it, to toss it away. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person's obsessed with the loss that they have experienced, angry because they've realized just how much value they didn't see that you possess, or realizing they could have had an in with somebody who's famous. Whatever it is, it's like, oh, shouldn't have done that. I should have been good to you. Yeah, you should have. But if they try to fix it now, I don't know how good that's going to look. It might be a bad look. We'll see. We'll see. Wait, are we worried about someone? Oh, I hope you're okay, Kingly Eagle. I forgive you too, Salvador. Let's just have a new chapter going forward, eh? It can be, but I don't know if it's definitive, right? Grindhard. So we've got Five of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Wands in the reverse, and the Page of Cups. So we have somebody who feels like they have to lash out at you, but it's like a backhanded compliment. Like, hey, I never thought you would be so successful after you ruined that, you know, talent show in high school, or hey, way to come back from that devastating disappointment, right? There's someone who is unwilling to be gracious about it and wants to kind of get some digs in, or wants to make you look a little bit rough, right? Because they're jealous or because they feel foolish. They don't want to look like the person who lost out, so they're trying to make jokes or make it seem like they're just as capable, but I think they do end up making it pretty clear that they're jealous. We've got the Page of Wands in the reverse, someone who did not see Nine of Pentacles, that you have this independence or this skill or this ability to be so successful. So they measured wrong, or they made the wrong assumption about you. Maybe they still want to talk about you in a way that reinforces their take on the matter. Maybe they just want to make your success seem like less of a success because they're threatened by it. But they're not responding in a healthy way, I'll tell you that much, even though they love and or miss you, right? Ace of Cups in the reverse. So cold reception, somebody who's holding back their emotions. Nine of Swords, because they feel bad about how they treated you. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, because you've been able to go through a glow up, because things are going better for you. And that loss that they experienced, being at a distance from you, now seems like a heavier loss, right? A more difficult loss to process. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Cups and Nine of Wands in the reverse. So things are speeding up all of a sudden. Or this person who misses you, they didn't expect you to make quick work of what you wanted to do. With the Nine of Wands in the reverse, they want to make it seem like it was luck, or like you didn't really have to work that hard for it. But you have this experience or this ability to speak to the situation that makes it clear that whoever's trying to insult you doesn't know what they're talking about. Eight of Pentacles came out so many times. Like, you've got this dedication to learning, right? We had that engineer and reader. So they can try to make it look insignificant. They can try to make it seem like you're not really that great. But at the end of the day, they're not convincing anyone, and they're probably actually just making themselves look jealous to the other people in the community. Because I do feel like there are people who are supportive of you now. Maybe I was wrong about you in the past. Maybe I should have believed in you more, wanting to celebrate you and your success. But this person here, they're like, no, I don't like you. For no real good reason, it seems. Hello, Skimmy. How's it going? Ooh, that would be cool. All right, this is Jess's deck, which is awesome. What else do we have? Boss battle. This is the moment of truth. Have you grown your skills diligently and with honor, or have you brought shame on the house of the developers with your careless frivolities? Judgment is here. So this is why someone feels threatened or is jealous of you, right? They feel like maybe it's a high school reunion, maybe it's somebody's marriage or wedding, I should say, where, you know, everybody comes through and it's like, oh, I want to make sure that I have like a good appearance and everyone thinks that I'm doing well. This is a major moment where people are looking at you and saying, well done, good show, and someone doesn't like it. Max stats. You've walked these halls. You know where every camp spot in this map is. You aren't new, and you are well versed in the ways of, in the ways. I'm not reading this very well. Sorry, guys. May the developers have mercy on the new school fledglings who join your lobby. So see, there's this element of experience, right? You've walked these halls. You know where things are. You know how to do things. You're well versed in the ways. If they try to like make it seem like you don't know what you're doing, or you're a novice, or you just happen to like get lucky in the stock market. You're like, no, let me show you what I actually know. There are people here who want to learn from you. There are people in this community who once judged you who now want to ask you questions or leverage your experience as a pivot of their own, right? Well, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do something similar. It's making this person jealous. We have tutorial. A member of your party has discovered something while exploring the archives. It seems to be some essential truth of ancient knowledge. It's likely to have life-changing effects upon absorption by of the information. So this is why it's so I don't know, it's like it's transcendent or it's causing so much change. People are seeing that you came from, rags and now you're at riches, or you weren't that educated and now you're super educated. You were not taken seriously and now you're the expert. So there are people out here who are like, teach me. I want to know how to do it. Will you help me start my own journey? Will you help me change my life? Because clearly you know what you're doing. So this is causing some trouble for someone who's proud, who maybe has been previously seen as successful or cool or whatever, and now they're just kind of not as cool. It happens. Changing of the guard, I suppose. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, hello, Tara by Nature. How are you doing? Hello, Michael. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm signing off, but I'll be back again in a little bit. I got to eat some food, you guys. Love you. See you later. Toodles.